Hey guys, this is Nathan and welcome back to Vintage Story. So this worked out great. So of course rabbits are always trying to get to the garden, and so this little corridor here works great for trapping rabbits. So now they are stuck in here. I can come up here and just go ahead and kill them. Oh, well, apparently they can jump out when they're getting hit. But, so of course we've been getting a lot of red meat from these rabbits, but we've also been getting hides. And here just a little bit ago, I also killed a wolf that was chasing some rabbits. And so I've got a medium hide as well. Now, one of the things that I was thinking about when I was out doing the mining in the last episode where I found the tin was that I could really use some armor in order to be able to, go down into the caves and not worry so much. Well, to do that, we are going to need to make some actual leather. So just using the hides now does not work. We have to actually go through the process of making leather, and it would be nice to replace these linen sacks with a couple more leather backpacks. So yes, we are going to be doing the process of making leather today, at least at the beginning here. So we've got a couple of things that we have to do right away. So one of the first things that we need to do is we need to take all of our hides here, which we have quite a few of them, and we need to combine these with a knife in our crafting grid, and that should give... what? Let's take a look at this. So, we need to soak these first, and then we need to combine them with a knife. So, we need to make some lime water in order to make the soaked hides. So, we need to put some water in a barrel and combine it with some lime. So, we need to make a barrel. So, let's go ahead and grab some planks here. And my gosh, I have a lot of stuff in my inventory. Alright, well, let's go ahead and drop off some stuff because, whoops, wrong, oh, that's why. Alright, well, we don't need these anymore. So let's go ahead and get rid of this clay too. I also made some flower pots and planters because I think we might be doing something with that later too. And I might as well throw this stuff in here and get it cooked up. We don't have enough red meat in order to be able to make the stew, so we're not going to bother with that. So let's see here. We need some lime. So we have a little bit of lime. We need some planks. So let's go ahead and grab some planks. And we need a barrel. So let's go ahead and look up the barrel. Whoops. So the barrel is made with some sticks and some planks. Alright, that is pretty simple, and I put all of my sticks into these fires. So, yeah, let's go ahead and do that. So, how was that now? Dang it, my memory is horrible. And what am I doing? Barrel. Alright, so we need a stick in each corner, planks down the center. Alright. So we're actually going to make two of these because we will need another one for Tannin here in a little bit. So let's go ahead and make a couple of barrels, and we'll go ahead and place these down over here. Now we will be making a place for the leather working and armor stuff later, kind of like we will be making a smithy later as well. So let's see here. Where did I put my bucket now? There is my bucket. So we need one full bucket of water. There we go. Okay, well, we're going to make more than one bucket worth. So let's go ahead and get ourselves a little spot of water here. We'll go ahead and fill this up. And now, the question is, how much lime does it take? And, okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, it doesn't say. Alright, well, let's take a look at the lime water. So it is 1 liter of water plus 1 lime. We have 50 liters of... Okay, so we need to make a little bit more of this crushed lime. So let's go ahead and grab some limestone. And our hammer is going to break here. Yep, I knew that was happening. So, yeah, we'll have to make ourselves a new hammer here now, too. So, 50 lime. There's 49. There's 50. All right, okay. So, we don't even have to seal it. All right, that's nice. So now, with this, if we put in these hides... All right, so 17. Okay, well, let's see here. How much? So soaked hides, four lime water per medium hide. So we can put in 50 liters. Doesn't work out very good. So 20 hours after sealing. All right, let's go ahead and close that. So we can put in up to 12, I believe. So, yep, so let's go ahead and seal that, and that is going to take a little while. So we need 20 hours for that to happen, and it shows sealed for 0 of 20 hours. So the next thing that we are going to need is we are going to need a bucket of tannin. So let's go ahead and fill this, or a barrel of tannin. So let's go ahead and fill that up, and then in here we need to put in some logs, and I think we can just put in oak logs. So let's go ahead and grab some logs. I have no idea how much this is going to take, so let's do what we need to here. So tannin. So the weak tannin potion, we need 1 log per 10, so that's only 5 logs. Alright, that's pretty easy. And then we will have to make it stronger in just a little bit. So this is going to take 24 hours. So yes, we're going to have a little bit of a wait. So yeah, and I guess in the meantime also we are getting close to some of our beehives swarming over here. So approximately 1 day for that one. Where's the other one with bees? Right here. So approximately 1 day there. I added a few more of the empty skeps around here. So as we do this work over here, and there's time waiting for the stuff to happen in the barrels, we should get quite a few populated hives here, and we might get a few of them that are harvestable. So yeah, let's keep our fingers crossed on that. But yeah, we got a long wait on these guys, so I'll see you guys in a little bit. So we now have 12 soaked medium hides in here and a couple of liters of lime water left. So I'm assuming we'll probably have to have another barrel that we just keep our excess lime water in. And eventually we'll be able to have, a full 10 and we won't have to worry about it. But now that we have the soaked hides, we can take these, combine them with a knife, and we will get scraped hides. So now the scraped hides, we need to combine with weak tannin portion to get the prepared hide. So we're still waiting just a touch on these. So yeah, be right back. So we have our weak tannin now. I'm making a bit more weak tannin here and some more soaked hides over here, but we can take our 12 scraped hides now and put them in here. This is going to take 3 days, so yes, quite a bit of waiting on this one. Now, while I've been waiting, I've been cutting down the trees over here, and let me tell you, I am getting a lot of saplings. So there was a big discussion on the Discord today about how much charcoal we get from producing charcoal here in Vintage Story. And I have to say that we're probably pretty accurate because, yeah, really charcoal production is very inefficient. So, yeah, just a big tree farm like this is all you need and you will have all the wood you could ever dream of. So I might be using the pines for that later, but I don't know because they are so stinking tall. The oaks give a decent amount of wood, and at the same time, you don't have to go all the way up there to break leaves. And of course, if you don't break the leaves, then you're going to be sitting there whacking at that bottom of the tree forever. But yes, we have a long wait ahead of us this time. So, yeah, in the meantime, I will try to get some of this other stuff ready for the next couple of steps, and we should have some bees that have spread here less than a day. Still less than a day. So, yeah, by the time that I come back, those will definitely have spread. Alright, so we now have our 12 prepared hides, and I have made up a barrel of strong tannin now as well. Now the strong tannin is just by taking the weak tannin and adding another 5 logs. So we're going to go ahead and add these 12 medium hides to here and seal that back up, and I didn't see how much that said it was going to make, but this one is 4.5 days, so yes, we're going to be waiting for quite some time on that. But the good news is one of the beehives, or the skeps, was actually harvestable, and so I was able to get a little bit of honeycombs. Now typically you would have to worry about the bees attacking you when you break a skep, but for some reason the bees didn't swarm when I broke it. But anyway, so we now have 5 honeycombs. So we only need 3 of these, and what we're going to do, we're going to go ahead and grab some bowls. We're going to set these bowls down on the ground. I don't know if there's going to be 3 of them here, but then we, I believe, shift right click the honey on the bowl, and that gives us some honey in a bowl and some wax. So we'll do this with all 3 of these. And there we go. So now we have these 3 bowls of honey as well, and these are just kind of, well, they're kind of like the poultices, but they also give us food. Now they give us, oh, well, it's the fruit category. I was thinking they had no category, but so it's 60 satiation and half an HP. So, and they do not expire. So those are really good sources of food when we go out on long trips. But so now we have this beeswax. So we'll go ahead and take the 3 beeswax and go like this, and that will make a candle. Now the candle by itself, we can place it on the ground, and you can see it looks pretty cool. We can put up to 9 candles into a single block, and it gets brighter with each block. Now the thing that we can do with this, and this is why I really wanted to get this, was that we can take 2 pieces of clear quartz, a candle, and a couple of copper plates. Now these plates take, oh, it only takes 1? I thought it took 2 plates. Okay, but so this is what we're going to be using for light sources around here. So you can see light level 18. Now apparently there is some way to put a lining in there, so I don't know if I really want to make that. So I'm pretty sure that we can line this with gold. Where did I put my gold? I don't even remember anymore. So I had those few pieces of gold that I found in the quartz, and I could have sworn that it was up here, but maybe I put it down here somewhere. Well, there's a native gold. Well, I don't recall where I put the gold, so we're just going to go ahead and make this one. And yeah, even though we can probably improve this, we're going to go ahead and make this one. And so we have our first copper lantern. So yes, this is what I was really waiting on for making additional stuff here in the house. because we are getting beyond the range of light that we have available. Oh, and by the way, I found this painting in one of the ruins that I went into. But, yeah, so we can place this on the wall, and it will attach to the wall. Or we can, I believe, attach it to the ceiling. We need a solid block, so we could attach it there. And you can see it's not connected to the wall. Instead, it's connected to the log. And then we can also place it on the ground. So we have multiple options there, but I think we're going to be using the lanterns outside, and then we're going to be using candles in the house. So the original design that I built on this house in Creative had lanterns at this height in front of the door. So now at this point, we can remove these torch holders, and we'll go ahead and take these inside, and we'll place one torch holder here, and we need some torches. So we'll get one here. That'll kind of illuminate this area a little bit. And then the other one I am going to place up here on this wall, because this area is getting pretty dark. That torch holder doesn't illuminate this area very good. But so we will be making more candles, because I want to be decorating the inside here with candles. And I believe there's also a chandelier available, but maybe that is only a creative mode item. So chandelier, there it is. So the chandelier is obtained by breaking a chandelier. Oh, wonderful. Yes. So, we have to find these. Well, that stinks. But we can use the candles to illuminate things, and we will be doing some interior decorating here. I finally got a whole bunch of the pine wood. As you can see, I've cut down all of the trees. I also planted them a lot thicker this time because, yeah, we got way more saplings than I needed to replant this. So we might as well increase the number of logs and decrease the number of leaves. But, yeah, we've got a very long wait on this. So, yeah, that is going to be something that I'm doing now. Also, while I've been waiting, I have been melting a lot of copper and turning that into ingots and additional tool heads. So I have quite a few pickaxes. I have some other tools here. And I also have quite a bit of ingots. But I think to use the time, I guess, that I've got while I'm waiting for that, I'll probably go over to the mine area that I've been digging over here in those trees. See if I can find some more ores, and I will be back in a little bit. Well, all I can say is that was way too close for comfort. So, yes, I have been finding a lot of copper, and I was digging it out, and then I went all the way down to the bottom of this particular shaft, and I managed to find some cinnabar. Well, I started digging a little of it, and my copper pickaxe broke. And so I decided I would come back up. Well, the layer just above me that the copper had come out of had two corrupt drifters in it. And they just about took me out. I was really, really close. So yes, absolutely, I need to get some armor. So, but right now, I need to eat. So, yeah, let's get some food, please. So yeah, I'm going to go back down for a little bit and try to get the rest of this cinnabar. And you know what? I think I'll probably take this food along with me because, yeah, I need that health to come back for me. So, yeah, I'll see you guys in a little bit. So apparently they must think that it's safe to be in the trees. Nope, sorry, you guys can die. So yeah, I did have to switch down to a copper sword now because my bronze sword did break. Now that is the second tin bronze sword that I have gone through. So the first one died quite a while back, and I found a new one actually in one of the dungeons. I can't remember if it was in one of the dungeons or in one of the ruins, but anyway, you look at it, I found one just laying around in the world. But it has been enough time now in the game for our leather to be done. So let's go ahead and head over here and see what we've got. So right here is where it should be. So 24 pieces of leather. So I'm really wondering what we can actually do with this stuff. So if we go in here and press H over that, so we have it being an ingredient for a lot of different types of armor, as well as our leather backpack. Now it's going to take quite a bit, so it would take 16 for that, so that we could replace these 2 linen sacks. It would be nice. I mean, it's only going to add 2 more inventory spots totally. So, maybe we would be better off going with some armor. So, I mean, that's going to take a little while for me to figure out what I want to go with. Yeah, you better run away. That's right. So, let's just see. Yeah, of course we've got rabbits in there. Should have come in from the other side. But, yeah, we did just get a new update, 1.11.1. So, yeah, Tyrone is hard at work trying to get things fixed and get the new features properly implemented and things like that. So, yeah, I suppose I'm going to do a little bit of checking on what I can do as far as armor is concerned. And, and by the way, I made another lantern, and you'll notice I am carrying a lantern now. So it should actually be a lot easier for me to see things down within the mines and caves now as well. So that'll be kind of nice. Let's see here. I've got a bowl here. I'm going to go ahead and grab something to eat. And, yeah, I'll go ahead and go check out the armor, see what we can do with that. And I'll see you guys in a little bit. Well, all I can say is it is going to take me a long time to be able to get all the stuff together that I need to make the armor. So, either we can use a lot more leather and we can make plate armor, or we can make these metal scales. Now, I'm making the copper version, and these are the weakest version of the armor, but they are still better than the plate version. But, yeah, I have to use 2 ingots for each one. And actually here, I'm going to go over here real quick. So it takes 2 ingots for each set of scales. I have to heat those ingots up in the forge and then forge that out. And it's a very time-consuming process. And yeah, I don't have near enough ingots here currently, so I am working right now on getting more ingots. But yeah, I think I'm going to have to work on that between episodes because, yeah, I just don't have the time for that at the moment. So I'm going to say thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the episode, be sure to give a thumbs up. If you are new to the channel, don't forget to subscribe. If you have any thoughts about what I've been working on or anything that you would like to see, be sure to leave that down in the comments. And I will see you next time. Bye.